All right, we are live. Welcome to Beyond Cancer with Marina Blackford. Today is Friday, September 6th, and it's our live. I do 2 lives a month, so I'm so excited for the lives. I love the lives. I still aim to do more lives, and that will probably come, so stay tuned. I'm Marina Blackford. If you're new here, welcome. I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor. I am here to pay forward all the tips for you on your cancer journey. So I welcome you. Make sure you subscribe so you get notifications for when the lives are. I also post at the beginning of the month in the community tab. If you are subscribed, you'll see it when the lives are. So I put that out there for the month. So obviously the live is now, and the next live will definitely be the end of the month. I might squeeze in another one before that. But Friday, September 27th, there'll be another live at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So make sure you join that one too. If you are here, you likely found my channel because you were looking up tips for chemo, for surgery, for radiation, likely related to cancer and maybe breast cancer. So I'm happy you found my channel because I made it my personal mission to pay forward the tips that help me during chemo. And unfortunately, I would be diagnosed again after I started creating those videos. And so I started to vlog that journey on my second breast cancer journey. So that's what you'll find here. There are playlists. I am actually kind of going through and updating some of the playlists, breaking them down a little more from breast surgery playlist and separated out my hysterectomy stuff. So it's all there and organized. And I just really encourage you to kind of explore the channel. I created the channel 4 years ago. I was learning about YouTube. I shot my first video on an iPhone with a, very inexpensive microphone. So quality is always improving as far as organization, videos, everything. I mean, I've been doing this 4 years, but it doesn't mean it's been my full time for 4 years at all. It's just starting to become my full time, which is very exciting. So that's why you're here. You're going to continue to get quality videos, updated information, what it's like being a survivor, and just a sense of community. So I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. All right, comments are on. Hello, Crystal. Crystal, how are you doing? You had surgery recently. You shared on our last live. She had a double mastectomy and was feeling pretty good after it. So I'd love an update from you. Shama, hello, welcome. Agu, Crystal, I love seeing you here too. Crystals, I didn't realize two of my regulars are both crystals spelled the same. Good afternoon where you are. And good morning, Day. I love seeing you too. And Agu says, "Hi, Marina. Your words always give me courage." Oh, I love that. Love it. Love it. Thank you for being here. If you missed the live in real time, you can watch this back and still benefit from everybody's energy and the questions that are brought. I really believe that. So anyway, thank you guys. The lives are really nothing without even just a handful of you that are here present with me right now. So thank you. Couple things I want to talk about, and some of this might be repeat for some of you, but I just want to kind of share people a little bit about me and my story, which was that I was diagnosed with breast cancer 1 week before having a biopsy that would come back positive for triple negative breast cancer, stage 2, and I needed to start chemo right away. And I just qualified for the Boston Marathon. It was the craziest roller coaster of feeling like the greatest feeling in the world. As a runner and still a current runner, it's so much work to run fast enough to qualify for Boston. Like I don't even appreciate it as much as I should have then. But it was really, really hard work. It took me 3 years, a lot of miles, a lot of training, hours and hours. And then I felt this pull that it was time to go get myself checked, have a first mammogram and genetic testing because my mom had breast cancer for the first time at 41. And they said you should go 10 years sooner. It was just this thing. And by nature, I need deadlines. I don't know about you guys. Raise your hand if you're with me. Hey, Sassy, for being on here. I need deadlines or I don't get stuff done. And you guys have watched my videos and I love getting comments, even just from like my friends in my life. They're like, "Oh, Marina, you're always doing so much stuff." if you guys want to know what I'm doing currently, go to my Instagram, and that always has all my current updates, but at Marina Blackford and at Beyond Cancer Coach. But I've been doing a stars I did a on-stage presentation for survivors here in Phoenix. I am doing Fashion Week for Check for a Lump in Phoenix, Arizona. So a lot of things are just going on, but I need deadlines. If you don't give me a deadline, like I will just wait to get it done. So I don't know if anybody else resonates with that, but because they gave me a deadline, go get your genetic testing done and your mammogram done by this age. I always knew that that was like, I had to do it by then. I could have done it a year sooner. I just didn't, guys. And I can't change time. And I will tell you right now, if you're going to take anything away from today, I feel like this coming up is so important, is not ever beating yourself up about the past, because we all have a past. Literally 5 minutes ago was the past, and we can't change it. Learn from it. Pay it forward to others if they want to learn from your mistakes. You know, don't repeat the past that didn't serve you, but you can't change it. And lingering over the fact that I should have gone a year sooner to get mammogram and genetic testing would just do nothing for me. It didn't matter. So sometimes in life you have to let things go of, I wish I had been doing this. I wish I had been eating better. I wish I would have gone sooner. I'm sorry, but you didn't. And this is where we're at. Let's live in the present. It'll save you a lot if you can let that go. The cancer journey is hard enough. Being told you have cancer, being told you have to start treatment. It's scary, it's unknown. It'll hopefully in a good way bring you in touch with your creator. But just dwelling on the should haves, please, please let that go right now. All right, so here we are. Here we are. Qualified for Boston. You have breast cancer. You need to start chemo. I did all that. I talk about it in a lot of my videos. And the point is, I did do chemo. I did about 6 months of it, AC and Taxol. I did go into forced menopause, not just from the chemo, but using Zoladex injections to protect my ovaries. And I would have a double mastectomy and breast reconstruction. And I had 4 short months to train for Boston. And I got there and it was amazing. So 1 year after being diagnosed, I got to the Boston Marathon as a breast cancer survivor. It was one of the best days of my life. I could just smile thinking about that day at any moment. So bring me to current day, almost 10 years later. I ran Boston at 32. So it's been 8 years. Is that right? Time. But it's been 8 years, yes, since I ran a marathon. And now I am training this year to run the New York City Marathon on November 3rd on behalf of the Young Survival Coalition, a nonprofit that helps people diagnosed with breast cancer before the age of 41. So I'm so excited to be running on their behalf. That is what's going on. What else is going on? So I will put a link in the description for you guys to check out my donation page and help me get there. I'm so close to my goal. So if you want to look at that, I would really appreciate it. All right. Let me get to some comments. Back to you. Vamsi, are you also taking steroids during your chemotherapy with PEM textured? I don't know what PEM textured is, but yes, almost every chemotherapy you will get either a pre-infusion or a steroid in pill form to take, and that is to keep your immune system and body strong during chemo. So yes, I'm going to look up PEM textured though, because I don't know what that is exactly. And I'll go to the next question. PEM textured. And I can't find it off of the top of my head. Okay, so let's go to the next. Debbie. Hello, Marina. You're an inspiration. I'm so grateful for your channel. Just got my port removed this week. Yay! Getting the port removed is huge. It's so huge. It means there's no expected anything, right? Everything came back clear. Praise God. Your positive outlook has been amazing. Thank you. Oh, that's so awesome. So awesome to hear, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for sharing because we want to celebrate your wins, everybody. Crystal, I'm doing great. Crystal had a double mastectomy. I had to go back to OR and they did a lymph node dissection. Oh, okay, I think I remember you mentioning this. And a lymphovenous bypass procedure. I'm post-op day 16. Next step on my journey is radiation CT mapping on the 10th. Okay, thank you for the update. Yes, yes. And so sometimes you'll have surgery. They'll definitely test lymph nodes, but if they feel like they need to go back and do more, they might do that. Hopefully they just do it during surgery, but um that was something I really learned from this is that sometimes things don't go as planned, right? Like you're always waiting for results. It's going to come back how it comes back and then the plan of what you thought might happen might change. So if I could give another tip of advice for the cancer journey, it's to not hold on so tight to I start radiation on the first, like then we're going to do this and then we're going to do that. Like kind of know the general plan, but just know that it might change because of how you're responding to chemo or not responding or how surgery went. So it helps if you can be a little bit flexible for the ride. And trust me, it's easier said than done. It really is because you just want to get through and get done. But it can happen. So thank you for sharing, Crystal. Therese, hi, Marina. So good to see you. Yay. So good to see you. And Crystal, I just had my mastectomy with lymph node removal on Wednesday. 2 days ago. I'm happy to be recovering with a live. Yay! I'm happy you're recovering too and that you can make it to a live. Rest, 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 hydrate. You guys know the drill. That's it, right? After surgery, rest is really important. I mean, your body is literally healing like from a lot that happens. So, um, get all the rest you can and stay hydrated and reach out to friends and family if you need it, of course. Crystal, congratulations, Debbie. Yay. We celebrate with you, Debbie. Um, I love that. That's what this is about, is supporting each other. So thank you for that. Okay, what else is going on? So, reminder, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed so you get notifications for these lives so you can ask your questions and share your wins. We want to hear people's successes on their journey. Like I think it's so inspiring and helps others. So, make sure you subscribe. Also, you can return and ask your personal questions, which is great. Great. Okay, I want to bring up a weekly topic. I don't always do this, but I think this stuff's important, right? So this week, the breast cancer news was, if you haven't seen it, Elle Macpherson. Elle Macpherson is like a famous model, right? Beautiful, had breast cancer, I think 7 years ago, and was recently interviewed and had an article come out this week that said, I did a lumpectomy and I chose not to do chemo and I used alternative routes and that was right for me. The reason it's brought to light is it's a concern if a celebrity brings up that they had cancer and it sounds like they're promoting to not do chemo, do holistic. Here's what's important is one, we don't know the whole story. We know like most of the story being we don't know the type of breast cancer. One, there's cancer. Two, there's breast cancer. And then three, there's so many subtypes of cancer. Is it invasive? Is it ductal, in situ? Is it hormone positive? Is it hormone negative? There's 3 hormones they check. There's so many. And all of those factors is going to determine your treatment. We don't know the whole story with Elle Macpherson. If you want to go to Instagram, I think Dr. Teplinsky, Teplinsky, is awesome. She's a breast oncologist that breaks down a lot of explanation on topics. She's great. Find her on Instagram. But she broke this down. And what we likely know from Elle Macpherson's experience is that she was DCIS, ductal carcinoma in situ, which means it stays in the duct and it wasn't invasive. And if it stays in the duct, and then depending on the HER2 and all these likelihood, it likely was not even recommended for her to do chemo. So for her to say I didn't do it sounds deceiving. Also, it brings up the topic of holistic ways of beating cancer, and I wanted to just mention that because I am a certified holistic cancer coach. I saw a certification online through beatcancer.org because I loved their research. I love Susan Silberstein, who's the founder and counseled 30,000 patients over many years on how they could help prevent cancer. And these are patients that were going through treatment and had cancer. Here's why I love it. She she her research, which is all, from universities, like all peer-reviewed journals, wanted to bring to light that we can be empowered to create a body holistically, um, that can defend against cancer cells thriving. That's the idea. So I am not out there pushing anybody to not do chemo. I did 31 chemo infusions to beat my cancer. I had it twice. Um, so I would not ever tell you to not do chemo. And if that's not your jam, then this is probably not your channel. Um, but it was necessary to beat my cancers. There's this whole thing with saying my cancers, but whatever. When I had cancer, that's what I did. But becoming a certified holistic coach has allowed me to feel empowered with choices in ways to support my body with healthy food, with detox, ways to sweat it out, the importance of releasing stress because it's just a factor in our immune system. So, holistic knowledge has helped me reduce fear and anxiety of cancer returning. It's allowed me to feel like I have some control in this. And I love integrating the two. So that's what holistic is to me. That's what I do. And that's available to anybody that needs it. If you're like, I just need someone to talk to, I'm available. You can go to marinablackford.com. You can look there. My links are on my channel and in most of my descriptions. But what I have available to help you further one-on-one is there. And again, I'm not going to sway you from doing chemo. I'm not going to sway you from doing holistic. I'm really just going to guide you in what is best for you and then empower you with more knowledge. That's what I do. So I wanted to bring that up. I thought it was so important to kind of clarify some of the breast cancer news of the week. All right. So let's see. Sassy, why are these expanders so painful? Getting my first fill on Monday and hopefully getting these drains out. Fingers crossed. Oh, yes, fingers crossed. I think drains, I feel for me, always had to stay like 10 to 14 days. Like, I think I usually push to get them out by like the 12th day or something. So I hope your expanders come out. Excuse me, your drains come out. Expanders will eventually come out. Drains are what they put after a major surgery of removing tissue. So if you have grafting or a double or a mastectomy done, they're going to put a drain that drains fluid from the site so that your body doesn't get an infection. That it heals properly. They are annoying. Get a tank top or a beautiful gown that you can put the pockets that have pockets so you can put the drains in. That's another reminder I wanted to bring up today is I'm always updating my channel and I'm always updating my Amazon store. It's linked on my channel. Please look there for products to help you with your journey. I have linked robes on there and I believe a tank top too that holds drains. And those are lifesavers, things that like it's so worth to have during your healing time. Expanders are uncomfortable. I don't want to say painful. If it's painful for you, talk to somebody because they really shouldn't be like that painful. But they're annoying. They're uncomfortable. And here's why. It's a harder plastic that's slowly expanded over like 2 months. It's not soft like silicone gel that you could be getting after or a saline implant. So they have edges to them, and those edges in those expanders will poke tissue that had surgery recently. It's uncomfortable. If you can, take ibuprofen and definitely tell your medical team if it's beyond that, right? If it's like is this even right, Um see if there's anything they can do for you or suggest because they are uncomfortable and it sucks. The thing that got me through was just knowing that it was temporary, and, I definitely took ibuprofen before going for a fill. Um, take ibuprofen or Tylenol, whatever is good for you and recommended, like, right? Okay. So that's my tip, and good luck, good luck. I've been there a couple times. Sybil, hi, good day to you all on the live. Blessings to you all. Thank you so much, Sybil. Awesome. Um, yeah, so welcome that question so much, Sassy. Thank you. Again, if you ask it, somebody's experiencing it, so bring it up. All right. What else are we gonna talk about? That I just wanted to touch base one more time and remind you guys that I'm always updating my Amazon store to benefit you. There is sub sub shops within my shop of, my must-have items for chemo, radiation, surgery, and I've added products to that since I started my journey because people use products and come to me and say it was amazing, and I wish I would have had it. So I make sure that that's always up to date. In the radiation part of my Amazon store, there is a certain type of tape that is supposed to be very helpful for the skin. A little bit pricey, but check it out or ask your medical team about it. Under chemo, I'm always updating things that I've seen to benefit people. One was an anti-nausea like essential oil stick that I thought this is great, had great reviews. You can keep it in your pocket. Like use all the holistic stuff to aid in your treatment journey, whatever it is. So I really recommend you guys check that out because I feel like some of these products are just lifesavers and you might not know about them, right? Because you probably haven't done this before. Um, there's also subtype on the Amazon store of just my favorite self-care items because I think self-care is more important than ever, especially during treatment for you to take care of yourself. Things like a salt lamp, things like a mini heater, keep yourself warm. Um, Stuff like that. Face rollers, just things that are very soothing, relaxing. Now's the time to pamper yourself. If someone is in your life is like, "Hey, how can I help?" Like, maybe you could say like, "Could you order this for me?" It'd be really sweet. I mean, we're talking products that are not necessarily expensive, but give people ideas of how they could help you. I have some ginger chews on there for nausea, my favorite ones. Um, Things I'll be updating because I am running, I have to drink a lot of electrolytes because I'm running through summer in Arizona. Um, Wherever you are, I feel like it's been a warm summer for everybody. So if you're in treatment, you might need electrolytes. So I've been kind of trying out and researching different electrolytes. So I'll create a tab in my Amazon store for that for products. Um, if you're starting to walk. I want you guys to integrate movement. I don't think everybody should go run a marathon at all. But I do believe in daily walks. I think it's so good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health and it's just all of it. Getting outside, getting some exercise, especially during treatment. And you're going to do what you can. You're going to do 10 minutes, you're going to build the 20 minutes, whatever it is. So I'll make a tab there because I think it'd be great to consider things like electrolytes to help support you. Maybe my favorite sunglasses, sunscreen. A lot of you asked for non-toxic sunscreens. I'll put some options on there. So stuff like that to aid in encouraging you to start walking. Those are my best tips for you. Okay. Let's see. Another comment here from Therese. I was allergic to the nausea medication, so I used oyster crackers and Tums together, and it worked great through chemo. Probably even just the idea of that just feels comforting. Those are the little crackers, right, that you get with like a chowder. Yeah, I lean into what helps you. It's almost like I just relate it because I have been pregnant. I had 2 babies before having cancer again, and it felt like the pregnancy journey a bit, like some people get nauseous, some people don't. Some people gotta eat this, some people cannot eat that at all. Um, so do what helps you get through. Now that I'm past treatment and I'm trying to, reduce things in my diet that just aren't super healthy, I wouldn't eat a ton of oyster crackers. But if I was nauseous, give me all the oyster crackers. Does that make sense? So, what helps you at the time. I'm a big fan of Simple Mills. I love their clean ingredients in their crackers. They're really, really good. And I love the tip trees. Thank you. And just good old fashioned Tums, right? Um, Keisha, glad to hear you, Crystal. Glad to hear. Let me see. She's responding back to Crystal's comment. One of our crystals. So one of our crystals that are here today. Eva Bless, as a holistic practitioner, do you believe cancer can be cured without using medicine? Using any medicine? Great question, Eva. I think this is such a personal question. I think there are so many different types of cancer. So I have gone through Chris Beat Cancer's um, course that he did because he offers it for free like once a year. And so I stole all the knowledge from there for me personally, like certain types of teas that are really great. There was a berry powder that I thought was an awesome super supplement. I added it to my Amazon store. Would I personally beat my cancer without any medicine? No, probably not, even as a holistic practitioner. And that's because I am BRCA1. I have a genetic mutation on the breast cancer gene. And my body has a weak defense against cancer cells that rapidly produce around the breast area. So, having that and having been diagnosed triple negative, even as a holistic practitioner, I would probably still use medicine. I just believe in integration so much. I just believe in supporting our body as naturally as possible. But medicine is tried and true. It's there for a reason. I know there's concerns with big pharma and all of that, but you have to you just have to make a choice in this life. And I would stand by mine to use medicine. So again, if you're totally holistic, not doing it, I mean, that's your right. I will support you with some holistic options, but I think sometimes there's a time and place for medicine. I really do. Yes. So great question. Thank you for asking. Um, I just think that we have to use everything when it comes to, you know, I don't know if everything is the word, but here's what I would do. If you get an opinion from a medical oncologist and you're like, okay, it's been explained to you why, things are recommended and why not. And if you're concerned about it, then you might go get a second opinion. And wouldn't do that because you're trying to seek out the best for you, but I would do that so that you feel a good rapport and you've asked all your questions and you choose an oncologist that you see yourself working with for years, because likely that's the relationship you're establishing when you start treatment. Is this is going to be somebody that follows up with you, every 6 months for 5 years. So you have to really feel confident in, like, this is what I'm doing, and go with it. And that's what I did with chemo. And I didn't view chemo as a poison. I didn't view it as a toxic thing. I viewed it as a medicine during that time. I just wanted to manage the symptoms really well. And that's what you'll find here on my channel. So that is my journey. Um yeah, I hope that answers that. Okay. Couple more here. Skylar. Just was diagnosed with breast cancer last month. Thank you for your page. Thank you for being here. I have been having problems with my taste buds since my treatment. Any tips to help? Yes, if you can suck on some ice while you're getting chemo infused, it can help protect your taste buds the same as icing your hands and feet can help protect against neuropathy. So if you have access to your nurses or a volunteer getting you a cup of ice, or if you want to bring some in a thermos and just kind of let it slowly dissolve on your tongue during treatment, it could help prevent your taste buds from changing. Otherwise, I would say the taste will come back. It's a temporary side effect and it's not fun. It really stinks to have all your favorite foods taste different. To help flavor food, I highly encourage flavoring with natural stuff that is shown to be anti-cancer, which is garlic and lemon. And, if lemon makes your teeth sensitive, make sure to drink water or even an alkaline water after eating. That helps bring the pH balance back. But squeezing lemon on food and sauteing, chicken, fish, whatever you're eating with garlic is very flavorful and very anti-cancer. So that's what I'd recommend. All right. Eva, it's scary. I'm stage 4. It's scary. I've been private about it because I'm not strong enough to go public. You don't have to go public, Eva. This is your personal journey. Um, and I'm sorry it's scary. Stage 4 would be very scary. Yeah. Um, Again, establish a really great relationship with who you're choosing to help you on this journey. Your oncologist, um, the treatment recommended, there's a lot of options out there for stage 4, and many people live a long time with stage 4. Hold on to every bit of hope. And for me, you have bless in your name. I don't know if you're faithful, but I feel like being faithful is a huge part of the journey. Finding peace in my purpose and what's meant for me while I'm here and after. It can bring you a lot of peace. I'm talking about God. Just to be clear. Day. Marina, what multivitamin would you suggest for me to take? Oh, I was just gonna edit a reel that'll be on my Instagrams today, but I do use multivitamins from Pure Encapsulations. I've used them for a while. They were recommended by a nurse practitioner at my cancer center. So I think they're the number one healthcare provider recommended supplement. Pure Encapsulations, because it's a vitamin made with no fillers and it's been tested. I use their multivitamin. They're one multivitamin. I just take it daily with water. Done. So that's what I recommend. Therese, do you only coach women with breast cancer, or do you coach women with other cancers? That's a great question. I can coach anybody with cancer. I can even coach men with cancer. My specialty is women with breast cancer. But being certified in cancer coaching, I can help anybody with some holistic ideas. And I've just layered it with my life coaching, my Jay Shetty certification school, just graduated, months and months of coaching people for hours. And that is where I bring in more of a therapy aspect. I help you uncover what's going to work for you. I cannot tell everybody exactly what to do. We work out what's good for you. It's like counseling, and I can help anybody with that. So yeah, feel free to reach out, email me, or schedule a discovery call, whatever works for you. Skylar, thank you so much. You're welcome. Andy, thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you for your questions. I love it. I love it. Today's been very well-rounded. I think we hit all the topics I wanted to hit. So I want to encourage you, now that it's September, now that fall's around the corner, to get outside and get some daily walking in and feel good about the day. Find gratitude in the little things. It will help really switch your brain from looking at all the negative things to the positive things. I hope you have a great day, and I want to see you in the next live. So make sure you come back the end of the month, Friday, September 27th, 9 a.m. Pacific time, and we'll do it again. Eva, I'll throw this on there, says, I'm so grateful for gems like you. Thanks for all your responses. I continue to fight. I'm 1.5 years in. It's very challenging, but I continue to fight. Keep going, Eva, and keep coming here, because I'd love to just keep seeing you and cheering you on. Millie says, thank you. All right, everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye.